Hey guys, I'm starting the live stream a little bit early just so everyone can see what I'm doing. Going to be very exciting day today. Um, yeah, kicking some tush in this money machine account, and I'm going to start a brand new money machine session when we get ready to go live. I mean, when the clock ticks, we're already live. So for everyone who's just joining in, you're seeing my screen. These are all E-Trade live positions that I traded earlier today and some yesterday. I've been doing money machine um, trading. When the things are good, I sometimes hold them. And again, I want to make sure everyone understands that money machine trading is both fully automated, but also with the person involved. It's really never just full robotic. Even when you do an essay from, let's say, Chat GPT, you're never just going to like, ooh, there it is, and run with it. You're going to read it, edit it. So with this situation, I'm just showcasing the fact that you should want to and you will interact with the money machine. And I do that. And this is what you're seeing here as a result. And it's incredible. And the key here, you're getting into things that are just moving. What incredible moves. I don't know if you guys remember SBet. This is what I'm betting on here. That's my play for SBet. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm positioned pretty decently in it. This one, woo! Let's have some fun. Five minutes till the start, but just make sure everyone knows what's going on. You guys, come on. Yes. Yes. Dogs, get up. Yeah. Just have to wrangle my dogs. You got a dog attack. That's right, guys. I'm a little early. I wanted you all to have a little fun, seeing what I'm in. Yeah, I'm going to give everybody a little more time to pop in here. Right at the hour. Okay, everyone. We are at the top of the hour, and this time I started a little bit early. Wanted to have everybody kind of be able to take a good look at what I'm doing. And first of all, say hi if you're in here and let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure that the sound is coming through loud and clear. Talk to me, peeps. Can you hear your favorite, by far, FinTech CEO? All right. Awesome. Awesome. And how about the screen? You guys can see the screen well, everything that's on there. Okay, very, very good. So a couple of things. Before we get into the robotics and the automation and everything else, I want to really make sure that you guys understand that this thing right here, the SuperStream, is probably one of the most powerful idea generation windows that could ever exist in fintech. This is a multi-strategy window. You look at the strategies that I have in there that I'm looking at. You can see the ones that are checked. I'm looking for upward movements. And I can even add one here, like this high RSI. And what this window is, it's just a bunch of alert windows in one. So I can save so much space with this window. I put a cloud link into the StreamYard with this window. And I'm telling you guys that this is part of the tech foundation that sets us apart from the trading views and the trend spiders and the FinVizzes. This is our technology at its best. And it's simple and it's powerful. And we've had this for a very long time. And it is good to go. Okay, let me also tell you what you're seeing in here. So, of course, you're seeing the event, the relative volume, the symbol, and you're seeing the price and how much it's up or down. But you're instantly also seeing the 5-day chart and the 30-minute chart. So this is coming out of its 5-day downtrend. And I like these types of moves. Okay. These are the kind of moves that I like. And I'm going to tell you that this is exactly what I'm looking for. Revenues of 13 million and market cap of 5. I mean, it is losing money, but again, we're in a golden age turnaround. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. Shares 300 and market. And I'm going to buy it. No, I said 300. There we go. And hopefully that appears pretty quick here. Boom, there it is. So I just bought it. And I'm just sharing with you guys that it's easy to do this with the trade ticket right on the chart. And here I am. I'm in 300 shares, up zero. I mean, up nothing. But here's what I'm doing. Number one, you can see, right? And I'm just kind of showcasing. This thing is beaten down. Okay, that happens with stocks. But what I'm trying to find is a little bit of the kind of supply demand arbitrage. And by the way, I'm going to start the money machine shortly. I'm just kind of showing you that I saw this right here. I already see what's going on. 30-minute, 5-day, you know, and I can go and change the time frame here to like something like 15 minutes. So you can see what I'm doing. Boom, 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 started to turn around, and we'll see what happens. Very low risk trade, and the volume hasn't come in yet. But short, not the short float, but what I'm saying is the float is small, and it's got 13 million revenues to them. So the market cap is almost like 1/3 of the revenues. Okay. So let's see. And it's been around for 10 years. You know, I sometimes even like to do this where I click on these and just kind of check out what's going on. That's what this looks like. This is the beauty of the way we trade here, is that it's not just all robotic and whatever. You can kind of like say, well, do you like the way that they're even communicating? You know, freight is huge business, logistics, freight. I mean, so again, sometimes you can catch these and you can catch them early. So Jennifer, let me answer your question real quick. The broker I'm using here is E-Trade. Okay, and we have Interactive Brokers, Alpaca, E-Trade, and TradeStation is going to be the one after that, and Webull most likely is going to be the one after that. So Jennifer, there's lots of moving parts to the money machine stuff that's happening right now, and we are testing kind of all of it. And we can't really release it just yet because the server tech that has just been implemented is was just recently done. And we are in the middle of testing that server, and that's why I'm banging the shit out of it live, as you guys can all see. So what I'm going to do right now is, well, first of all, I want to show you something that in Brokerage Plus, you have this column called plus minus position percentage. Do you guys see, like, so these are all trades that that I've been putting on since yesterday. Not all today, but this one's today and this one's today. This is how I imagine you're a coach in the NFL or just a coach in sports in general. And you're looking at what's called a plus minus, right? So this is my plus minus metric, and it's telling me that, look at my biggest winner is a 43% winner, and my biggest loser is a 9% loser. And usually I don't hold too much more than a 3% loser, but I just want to tell you where I make an exception. In very small stocks like these, where percentages are just slightly in a different realm, that's when I give it a little bit more room. BMGL, I just want to explain what's going on here, why I'm even in it. This to me is a little bit like the S-bet. And I'm going to bring this one up. Okay, you guys saw what happened with this one. It went from like 3 all the way to 50 in one day. Okay, this is a gaming company and sports betting. So obviously, I'm in this one. Sports betting. You guys, if you just, you know, kind of get an idea of what it is that I'm doing. So what is the ballpark release date? Okay, these are great questions. So let me just address that. So we just kind of finished the server tech that is needed to let you guys trade the money machine in sim mode. It was just really finished 2 days ago. And we are in full on testing to make sure that this works the right way. And the whole Trade Ideas team is involved in that testing process. I'm hoping, honestly, that as June comes, and it's coming quick, there's going to be the initial first release of the money machine will happen in June. And when that happens, I think you're going to be able to live trade very shortly thereafter. But as you guys know, as we mentioned before, to really protect you, we need to make sure that things like the stops and the reversals are working properly. And right now, there's some issues with the stops, as Jennifer pointed out, and it is correct. And again, it's on all stops. It's not just, there is a algo issue with the stops that is at play, and that's what we're trying to work right now. So Gabriel, for the Market Explorer, they're totally customizable. You just need to know how to use the Market Explorer, and I'm sure if you shot an email to our support team, they could help you with all of that. Yeah. Remember, guys, that when you are creating a tech that is going to change the whole game, it's sometimes a little bit tricky. You know, it's not just a simple do and release. There's just so many things that are happening that are in the works. So the Market Explorer stuff, by the way, I think that I want to take that a little bit offline. There's also stuff that we're doing to the Market Explorer. There isn't a configuration menu, but we may be able to add the specific thing that this gentleman is looking for. Just it's not ready out of the box. There's so many things that we have that are parallel kind of processed. Market Explorer is an amazing piece of technology, and that's another thing that we're working to upgrade, but it's kind of behind the scenes in terms of the money machine. So please understand that. Okay. All right, you guys know it is my pleasure. I love being here. I love working with you. And one of the things that I want to make sure you guys understand, that what gives me pleasure is to lead by example. Look at what I'm doing in this relatively small account. This Bulls, you know, we're going to be working with Webull. I think they're going to be one of our business partners. I'm playing this as the warrants, and I think Webull has a potential to really give Hood a complete run for its money. So if you look at the chart here, you know, huge upside potential. Look at, I mean, they've beaten the crap out of it. It used to be a SPAC, obviously. And I think the potential is huge because overall, I think volume is going to go. DGLY is another one of these ones, you guys. You've got to keep an eye on this one. Look at what's going on here. This is a huge split, 100 to 1. So basically, it's trading, I believe, at 5 cents. If I'm doing my math correctly. Somebody may need to correct me on that. Yeah, I think Webull gives Hood a total run for its money. I mean, I'm a huge opponent of Hood. I know what they did in the GameStop days of 2021, and I think they are still holding those naked shorts. So there's a whole kind of interesting arbitrage opportunity there, as Bull could go up while Hood goes down, because they have a serious amount of naked GameStop still in play. Again, I don't know if that shit's ever going to get resolved. Hopefully it does. I'm playing that. But that's why I'm in this. Okay. Well, again, remember, it's going to. I don't think there's any issue here about the profitability. They're expanding. It's another huge destination, and I think in the competitive environment, they will give Hood a run for their money. That's just my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you guys. So here I am. This is what I'm doing. And right now, the money machine is idle. I'm going to press money machine settings so you can see what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to add approximately 4 positions if I can, $1,000 per position. I want to make sure you guys know what's kind of cool here. Let me change the account. Almost made. Let me save these settings and go to money machine settings. Okay. So I'm looking at biggest gainer. I'm looking at all the explosive movers, and I'm looking for a 5-minute kind of turnaround here. I'm going to be looking at possible 17 names, and I'm going to get into a maximum of 4 of them. These re-entry settings aren't relevant. Maximum price of 15. Let me save this one more time. And again, this is part of the thing, you guys. There's a lot of moving parts here that aren't quite ready because you see I have to keep saving it. I'm going to hit save. Okay, now we're proper, 3%. Okay. And this profile thing that isn't finished yet is what's going to be able to give you like lots of different options when you start doing this, where you can have like the morning option, the midday option, etc. Okay. So I'm going to close this window. I'm going to hit start money machine. Boom. And let me shrink this up so we can all see it. So I got into this, ESRT and IMCC and SZRA. These are the ones that I just got into. And the idea here is you are not going to miss the huge momentum movers. With this strategy, like notice that I didn't try to find anything. I just went to my strategy and boom, there I am. So let's take a look at what we're in, why we got in it. I am cannabis, we're in here. Obviously this is a weed play. It's already run up huge, no short, big relative volume. And again, you're playing here, what you're doing here is you're playing the gigantic percentage movers. This is part of what's fun about being in money machine type of trading. This is automated momentum trading. You did not have to do anything. Yeah, QMCO. You know, I've been in a lot of the quantum names. You know, huge potential here. Earnings in 5 days. You know, there it is. But but what's kind of happening here is I think I'm actually out of buying power is what's going on. And that happens, by the way. So let me address the question. Well, a couple of questions. IQ Kamal, you can enter with TradeWave. So let me just show you real quick. You can use TradeWave as your settings. I don't have that on right now, but yes, TradeWave entries and exits are a way that you can get in and out. Okay, that's going to be an option 100%. Right now, the money machine does not address your open positions, but it will when we launch it, and it'll be a choice for you. Like for example, with bulls, you know, me being up like 34%, and the amount volatility that's in here, I would obviously not want to trade this with 3% stops. I mean, it's moving 3% any given 10 or 15 minutes. So you have to kind of be a little bit more logic oriented here so that you don't accidentally instantly get stopped out of a trade where, you know, I'm in a situation. And by the way, let's not forget something very, very important. Sometimes the best trade is a trade that you no longer have to trade. Okay. Like here, I mean, and I'm not saying this is one of them, but here I am. I'm in 500 shares at 254. It's at 3, 32. I'm up 30%. And, this thing, remember SBET, this thing could go. The idea is that you may want to be able to not have to get out of stuff. You can let them run. I want to give you guys an example of this in another account. Okay. I am long Tesla at right here, 229, and I'm in it, 200 shares. 229, it's at 361. Why do I have to exit? I mean, so remember, part of the trading game is to not always necessarily be trading. It's to get into positions that you're in that you can stay in. And I'm always watching the plus minus. Obviously, remember I mentioned that here I am. I'm in this holding company, down $145 on 1,000 shares. It's down 10%. But with smaller stocks, 10% is really not that much. You can kind of see it a little bit better on a 2-minute. So same with this. I'm totally not worried here. And here I am. I'm in this one. You can see the stops are visible. This is my exit right here. It's just that we are testing the fact whether it is or isn't going to work. That's the real trick of it. And here I'm up a little bit on the cannabis play. So combination of discretionary and money machine is happening right now live. And I want to again explain that notice on what I'm watching here is the tape replay. I can right click and I can hit clear. And now I've just reset it. IQ Kamal, yes, you can automate via TradeWay. So I've just reset this and I'm watching the market, the plus minus as it's going. My P&L has been fluctuating about $1,000 every hour. Okay. Because this trade in bulls, and remember I mentioned that, I think huge potential here. And I've sized myself in it appropriately. You can also go by exposure. Exposure to plus minus is an interesting thing to see. And I want to make sure you guys know that you can, what I love is notice how from a pure mechanically mathematical point of view, do you see like how my biggest exposure is my biggest gain? That is a sign of a good trade. Jewel, premium will be notified in emails. I mean, we're going to have a whole campaign when we get close to launch. Everybody who's been coming here will be able to see it, will know what's going on. And I want to make sure that you guys know not to worry. Don't worry. You're going to be involved. Okay, everybody, there's no to get the money machine in sim mode to practice. It's just a premium subscription. So there's nothing additional you need. There's no waiting list, nothing. The only thing that will cost money is when you want to go live with it. Okay, that's a different game. That will be an additional $2,000 for the first 100 people that will And we already have their names, but you probably understand that some people will have dropped out by now. Because again, it's taken us a little bit longer to get this out because of the tech. So once again, I want to make sure you guys all know that in Brokerage Plus, right click, columns, okay? And this is a column that you can select. There's so many columns. Target price, trailing stop, upside, all sorts of stuff, okay? But you can have this. So let me show you something else that we're working on that's huge. And I cannot overemphasize the power of what you're seeing here, okay? So these are trades that I've been in today, but I exited, okay? So you can see that IRBT, I got out, and I'm long. I was long all of this, by the way. Okay, so because I'm not trading the short side here to make it simpler for myself, for everybody that's watching, and paying attention. Vito, there's tons of risk settings in the money machine. You can control it from all sorts of different sides, from the overall percentage per trade, pullback, all sorts of things. It's not one, like there's risk settings and you have total control over them, okay? But what I want to show you here, and this is so critical, IRBT. I was in this one and I exited, and it is 23 cents below my exit, okay? Same thing here. 15 cents below my exit. 13 cents below my exit. And here, the ones where I got out and it went a little bit higher, but only 3 cents. So this tells me I'm doing my overall intuition and how I'm managing the trades is very, very good. And we're taking this window to another level where it's going to be in a tree map, and you're really this way. Like, for example, if something starts to turn around here, or this starts to go, you are never going to be in a situation where you miss a trade because you got out of it and then you forgot about it, unless your buying power tapped out, which is kind of like where I am right now. And notice here, I want to make sure everybody understands that this situation right here, buying power max. I'm in an account here that's small. I'm in a $30,000 E-Trade account, roughly speaking. And I'm tapped out, okay? This happens. So be prepared to, and be in a situation where you understand that buying power is ultimately potentially the lever. But I really like what I'm seeing here with the positions I'm in, because you can see the negatives have dropped, the positives have gone. So I'm kind of doing it the right way. Let me resort the position plus minus. Okay, very good, very good. Right here, down $1, down 9, but close to the stop, just watching it. And remember too that a lot of times, since I do these live streams at 9 o'clock, I kind of show you what I'm really trying to demonstrate. Number one is that the overall technology suite that you have here with the money machine, gets you into stocks like this. And these returns, in my opinion, are unusual returns, okay? IQ, why am I not closing them? Because I think there's a lot more to go. And please understand too here that my style of trading may not be your style of trading, and you should not try to imitate what I do. I have actively traded my own account. I'm 54 years old, 17 at heart, and I look 22, but I'm 54. And I've been actively trading and learning and feeling all the ups and the downs since 1995. Okay. 1995. And there is just so much opportunity in the stock market, and realized and unrealized is a very interesting philosophical concept, because a lot of people think that you got to book the profits. And of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but remember, once you exit, well, you are no longer in. And if this thing starts to continue to go, and it's the same thing, I want to bring up this Tesla chart. Okay. So I could have booked the profits at 294 and I would have felt really good at 273. But then from this day to this day, like sometimes these waves and volatilities, it's almost impossible to really catch if you're constantly booking. So what I like to do is be in winners and have the winners go. That's the ultimate way to really get exponential returns. If you book them all the time or use this, you know, I've mentioned before, I believe, that I think the term day trading was invented to scare people out of managing their own money. Okay. I do not believe in the term day trading. I mean, obviously, I'm aware of it. I know what it is. But exiting at the end of the day is one of these things where you are potentially missing out on a huge, huge opportunity. And here's, again, I want to give you guys an example of this. Okay. So Holo, look at my entry. This one is, I put on today. Okay. I'm going to go to a 15-minute chart. Okay. This is my entry today. How can you not love this trade? I mean, you have to love it, especially when you know, see the picture in picture. Why I encourage everybody to really understand the power of the picture in picture charting. What's happening here is that when I first saw this IQ, yes, you can exit trades whenever you want. Look at right here. Okay. I can select all of them and I can hit flatten. Okay. I can select all of them, or I can select all the longs and I can limit out. That means instead of selling at the bid, I can throw an offer out on all of them. So much power. Okay. But of course, I can also take half, I can double down, I can reverse, I can do all of that. But you can do this, you can interact with the money machine completely. It's not rigid, some sort of like robot where, okay, no, you have to just watch it and not interact. We've always thought that you should be interacting with it. Okay. And again, look at what it's getting us into. Okay, you got a 20% short float, cash of 172 million. What the hell does this even do? Okay, pharmaceutical company that's been really beaten down a lot. I mean, these are at the very high level. I call this mean reversion. You know, and the idea is that whoever's playing against this, I mean, there's a 20% short float. That's who really, it's the shorts that really ought to be thinking about taking profits. So notice also, okay, and I'm going to give you guys this right here. I'm going to right click, and I've done this before just so that you all have it, but I'm going to do it real quick. Save and share to the cloud. Every window we have, I can give you the links to them, and everybody with TI Pro can open this up. I just pasted it in here. Notice that you're also seeing the names go at the bottom. What's causing these moves? So this is another alert stream that you are seeing. Look at this. Again, you gotta like love this one right here. I love this kind of stuff. Look, this is a base and go. I mean, look at the potential too. From 5 to 10, it's 100%. So you have all of this power coming at you. Really, you're limited by just buying power. The sim on the web does that, Jewel, and we're bringing, and that mode will be available. I'm doing a little bit more, like, so for reality's sake and for testing's sake, I'm doing a slightly more conservative version where I'm getting into the top momentum names, but I'm not selling them right away. So you can see they're still in the picture. One, they're right here. I mean, this one's in the top 3, but the thing is, it's not as active because I'm trying to test through all the different scenarios. Yeah, I'm gonna show you quantum. Let me bring in the channel bar and I'll bring this in. Hold on a second. Let me size this up. Okay, so there we have a couple questions, and they are, we added a couple of channels. Okay, so explosive winners, by the way, you guys, what's really good about this channel is that since it's using percentages, everything that's moving will appear on explosive winners. That's just how it is. But here, what we've done is we've added the sectors that are in play. So this is the quantum stocks, and you can see all of the big quantum names and what they're doing. And the idea is that if you like a certain sector, okay, you can just be in that sector and see which stocks are moving in them. And that's what the channel bar is. It's a layout that has specific themes in it. As you guys know, nuclear energy is another big one. Trump was talking about that. Nuclear is a huge, huge, huge play. And lots of stocks have been beaten down in that sector, but here you've got it. Okay. And look at these moves that have happened. People talk about booking gains, right? I mean, you're talking about from 9 to 16 in a month. That's what I'm talking about. This is why you guys are all here. Okay. So we add channels. And by the way, you can actually, you right click here, edit custom channels. You can create your own channels. And if you need help with that, just shoot an email. I mean, you can make your own channels. That's how cool Trade Ideas is. There's a video on how to do that on YouTube, I'm certain. And if you need any help, our team can help you with that, but it's very powerful. And what is the Make America Great Again channel? Well, this channel is kind of like highlights all the stuff that is very made in the USA-based companies that may have a chance to go based on a lot of stuff that Trump is doing. And there's huge potential names here, like Xerox. I mean, Xerox has been beaten from 14 to 4. And we know that Trump likes America to win. And here's an example where you've got a market cap of $500 million, revenues of $6 billion. I mean, they got some debt and they have not made money, but we're talking about the turnaround, the American turnaround. And not all stocks are American, but Trump's involved in Rumble, of course. So that's in there. Boeing, trying to deliver some airplanes to us. The food manufacturers, energy. So we do this all the time, like blockchain, huge for all the miners and everything else. And this is an incredible view, the race view. A lot of people don't really appreciate how powerful this is, but you know, you're seeing things in motion. Look at this. Like, these are the kind of plays that if you can catch them, woo, you know, pull back on Marathon today. I mean, and some of them, like, hey, if you haven't been in, this is where you can start building positions. I guess you guys may not know this, but Kodak, believe it or not, is a play on the blockchain. A lot of people don't know that. But our channel bar, very, very powerful. Here for the premium subscribers, you can see the long AI calls. And today, you know, the market's been doing what it's doing. We've had 3 long trades. 2 of them are positive. This is the premium product, obviously. And this is what some of this looks like. So something for everyone. Okay. So add-on services. Vito, there's really not too much of add-on services. There's the go, no go charts, which is a charting project that we did with, whoops, I just added a sim account here. Okay, there we go. Which is a charting product that we did with the certified market technicians. And it's a little bit similar to the Trade Wave, but it's their version of it, and some people like it. Other than that, you've got the Market Explorer and you've got our AI, which is a premium. So a lot of times you virtually don't need anything once you have premium. The only difference being is the go, no go, because it's a totally different product. But usually premium subscribers get everything. So in the beginning, Vito, for the money machine, you will need to have the computer on, but we will eventually put it in the server and you might be able to just see what the money machine is doing for you, like on your phone, but that's a little bit out there, not yet. So Raj, we have so many breakouts. I mean, just let me show you guys something. So new alert window, okay? And all you have to do is search, and you can standard deviation breakout, sector breakout, channel breakout. You see, I just typed in BRE, break. So many options, opening range, all of this. I mean, everything is done for you. So remember too, you guys, that there will be situations where, again, stuff comes up. You know, something could get halted and you can't get out of it. This is trading. You know, what we're doing is we're automating the entry and risk management and reversal process. The advantage of the money machine, right, is that this type of trading, like the trading that I'm even doing here, most people just simply cannot do this type of thing. You know, they're scared to just put on one trade. Okay. And I am currently in 15 positions. I'm a little bit more advanced, but please be aware I'm only in a $30,000 account. So I'm not doing anything like, hey guys, I'm a hedge fund or whatever. I am you. Okay. And here I'm just simply maxing out a $30,000 $100 account. And, you know, by the way, I have closed some positions, closed some winners. You can see what those are. That's why this is the difference. And this is the difference between what I'm holding and what I'm up today. So all of this is right here, you know, 50-50, but look at my losers are just, this is like right within that volatility spectrum where everything's cool. Hold up. Once again, you guys, I love to lead by example. Oh, should have been in more shares. Can I tell you something cool? My 13-year-old son is trading in the mornings before he goes to 7th grade. He got me into this. He's in 300 shares also, up $800 while in 7th grade. You got to start them early. So Raj, remember I said you can create your own channel bar. I don't want to keep trying to demonstrate how to do that today, but you certainly can do it. You can create any kind of custom channel you want. You can have a consolidation breakout channel. You can have anything you want, but at some point you also have to be aware that you run into the issue of, you know, there can be an idea overload. Like, for example, I'm watching everything, I'm managing everything here right now, but I can't get into anything else. I'm tapped. And it's super fun because I'm letting myself know that, you know what, dang it, I'm really doing, like, how many times can you have multiple 40, 30, and 27% winners in your open positions? This is the shit they don't teach you about in school, right? They're talking about, well, you know, if you make 5% in a year, that's going to be great. Yeah. IQ, I love that. Yeah. No, I'm starting my son early. He's going to take over the business, just like Trump's kids. And he's got good feel. He's a really good quarterback on his football team, so he knows how to handle pressure. And this is just incredibly good exposure. And if he can do it, so can you. And just be aware. Look at like how I'm not in a lot of, like, my risk, right, is pretty tame. Like, how you have to love being able to be up 40% on a $1,900 position and make $700. So Vito, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but like what you're seeing here, the money machine is showing you. So here I'm showing you how much I'm up per position. This is my worst is a 9%, and I've got 2, 40, 30. I mean, this is what it's showing you. My money machine settings here. I don't think I'm going to check, like, I'm exiting at 3%. So these are my risk settings, and there's trailing stop settings. I mean, and again, a lot of this stuff is going to be pre-configured, trade wave stuff. But these are all of my risk settings. Okay. And here I'm here, I'm up $1. This is my 3% exit. See, I'm over here. I'm up $2 since we've gotten in. This is my 3% exit. And let's look at this one. I'm up $13. And here it's actually got me in a profit lock. So I'm gonna make $13 in theory if this was working. Wink, wink. So Vito, the money machine is not available yet. You're seeing it. We haven't released it. It's visible on our homepage in an aggressive mode where it's basically in and out of the top 3, and that's going to be a mode that's available. But that's kind of like what we call the six-pack abs marketing mode. I mean, we're showing you what's possible. And it's incredibly cool and powerful. But I'm simply testing a more conservative version of that, where instead of just getting in and out of these top three, I'm kind of, as long as it's in here, I'm staying in them. And that's why since I've started the live stream, I've had these three positions and none of them have been stopped out as of yet. Again, I love this is the key thing here that I hope you guys are appreciating. I mean, this is a great plus minus, and bulls so volatile, you know, probably, I think I've lost about $1,100 on this one since you've been seeing here, but you know, one print. Keep an eye on this. I love it. You know, up 28%. This whole, I want to see this thing at 100. And don't think it can't happen either. Okay, let's fire away at more questions, you guys. This is some of the most fun that I've ever had trading, is doing this trading with the money machine. There's so much opportunity right now, you guys. Now that Trump is back, and I think it's such a huge win for the retail investor, and we haven't even gotten through all the naked shorting bullshit that's out there, and it's still going on. But the potential is so big. Again, these types of moves, remember, this is real. This isn't sim. This is happening. And what I want to make sure everyone is aware of is that it's possible. Yeah, this is from today. Not a bulls I've had earlier, but AG, AE, and everything but bulls is from today. Okay. Everything but bulls is from today. And I ran the money machine earlier, and that's how I got into a lot of these. And then I've been trading around, and I had to stop it because when I do the live stream, I always want to make sure that I start it again so you guys can see it kind of from a clean slate. And here's that's how we're in. These are the ones that I'm in from since we've started, and it's not up a huge amount. SBRA, and let's see which ones. It's not these ones, not this one. It's the $1,000 one. So this one, so I'm down $5 here, up $2 here, and up $1 here. So again, everything's moving, but you know, you can see what's happened too. And this is why I've had a little bit of a pullback. See, these are momentum waves, and there's nothing better in the world than this thing right here to kind of give you an idea. Like, for example, if you were going to be putting something on, right? If this started to turn, well, that would be a great time to put it on. And something like this, like innovative eyewear. Let's see, revenues of $1 million, market cap of 10. Okay, you know, and they lose a lot of money. All right, so that's my quick, like, high-level hedge fund analysis. Nope, I'm gonna pass. But Silver Crest Asset Management, okay, wealth management firm. And I'm not big into other people managing my money, but you know, you can see that they've been much higher and have come down. Sometimes I'm not against just trying to get the momentum. 45 relative volume tells me something's up, you know. Earnings per share, 27 cents. So they make money, and they've got a market cap of no multiple. So let me expand this out just a little bit. Oops. So these are all, again, kind of things that I like to look at when I'm putting on trades for mean reversion stuff. So they got 36 million in cash. Okay, 21 million in debt, but their debt, and I mean they've got plenty of cash to service the debt, but they make money on the 124 million in revenues, but basically almost no market cap. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure what's up there, but it's interesting. These are the kind of things that, you know, the high level ARB that I look at. So Raj, I have a version of trade ideas that people don't have. That's how I set up the money machine on it. I have a development build and it has these things. It's just not out yet, but it will look something like this. The buttons will be a lot better. The text will be better, cleaner. Yeah, I'm just showing you that I'm in the trenches, and what I'm showing is that I'm trading a live account, not paper trading. So I'm showing you that I've taken that next leap forward. Spanky, that's exactly what I'm doing. By the way, your question, Spanky asked a great question. Can you run the money machine and trade manually? 100%. That is what I'm doing. Hello, Mofa. Do it. God, it's fun. You guys. Isn't it fun when you subscribe to a product where the leader of the company does the thing that you are subscribing to do from the company that creates the product? Where else but in America does this happen? You know, I guarantee you, out of all of the fintech vendors out there, we are the one and only one where you get to experience what you're seeing here. We are in the business of finding and exploiting holo potential. And the only effing way that we can build technology that can make this happen is by experiencing it ourselves, so that we learn from the experience. We see, how did we catch it? Why do I know, for example, that picture-in-picture is so powerful? Well, this is the monthly chart. Look at that huge reversal. 6 month. I mean, and I'm pretty sure there's like 100-to-1 split or something. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. The thing that I want all of you to see, the thing that is the most critical component for you to process and to wonder, why, who do you give your money to in this world of subscription services? Everybody is jockeying for your subscription. But with trade ideas, you are working with a team that does the exact thing that you are trying to do with the subscription. I'm using my tech, not fucking TradingView or TrendSpider, FinViz, or any other, or Thinkorswim, my own tech to find 44% gains in one day. This is how I learn and create specs for my development team. And I'm not the only one, and I've mentioned before that I'm not even the best trader in our group. The most handsome, yes, but not the best. And there's something to be said about being the most handsome. Raj, this will be part of the premium plan, of course. So the simulated version of the money machine is part of the premium plan. There's no added, nothing. There's nothing for you to do. The thing that is going to cost more money is the part about going live, which is what I'm doing with E-Trade. I am going live here, and to go live, it will cost $2,000 yearly for the first 100 people. And after we're done collecting that, and we may increase it to 150 to let some people have access that have not had access before. You know, again, all of that's in flux, but the next version will cost probably about $5,000 per year. And the reason is, if you can make $744 in about 2 hours on risking $1,900, $5,000 a year ain't shit. No offense. So the most important thing, oh, this is another one. You guys keep an eye on this one. And again, 30% short float. Just keep an eye on it. So by the way, you want to know another good way to keep an eye on it? You can go right here and you can just hit this plus. Oh, set an alert. So this means it's going. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is another one that was definitely like some sort of 10-for-1 split, whatever. But you see what I'm doing here? And this costs you nothing. So I can go to like ARCS. Here's another example. I'm not in it yet. Well, I just do this all the time. Trader Joe, that's a great question. I believe so. And the way that you would do it, let me show you. God, I don't want to cause an exception on my screen, but you can go new and you see a positions tab. So you would do that. You would have a couple of them. And the positions tab where you're live trading would be the one that you can just pop out and put it somewhere else. And in a way, this is really already like what this is. So imagine, so this is a positions tab, but of my closed positions. And this again, by the way, talking about why you want to subscribe to Trade Ideas, this tech right here, this lets you not miss anything. I was in IRBT and I caught a lot of it, okay? If it starts to go, I'm going to know. Because this will start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And here, I got out, but now it's 4 cents higher. But this is telling me that my overall intuition is really good. I'm doing something great. Getting close to highs here. Man, I love being in this sort of game where I can be up 20% in a day. Woo! Bulls coming in. So it's had a pullback, but it's doing what it's doing. So Hutch, the splits, a lot of times what happens is these stocks get shorted, and to be listed on the exchanges, you have to be trading over $1, and that's where the splits happen. IQ, you can mention which ticker. I love it. And by the way, any tickers everybody mentions, we are discretionary momentum-based traders. You have to be able to take the good and the bad. Let's take a look at, see, sometimes I catch these. Look at this one. This is probably another reverse split possibility here. Cash, 2 million, market cap, 24, lose money. Where's the revenue? Let's take a look. But neuroscience is let's see here. Down 93%. They may not have any revenues. But something to keep an eye on. And this is, again, it costs absolutely no money to do what I'm doing right here. Set an alert. Well, that's it. 3 jizzles. Do you notice I never panicked when right in front of you guys, we have the volatility where we were up only 1,700, but I still think bulls is a huge play. So Vito, when you're trading, you definitely want to have a kind of a powerful computer in general, but nothing crazy. Most of our stuff is on our own servers, so you don't need anything crazy. Just remember, there's no such thing as always making money. Trading is a poker game and a risk management game. You're going to get into things, and not all things will work for you. Things can move against you. And it's how you handle it, which is the key. And you have tools here that show you the proper plus minus. BMGL, okay, you know, $74, $39, you know, $48 is really nothing when you're playing in this realm right here. Okay. Every column sortable, so you can see what you're doing. Jose, hello. All right, you guys. So we are 5 minutes past the hour. I have important news to tell you, and that is that next week I will not be doing the live stream. We're going to try to get a substitute for you. Maybe my good friend Brad Williams will do it instead. He's not nearly as handsome, but knows a thing or two about our tech, but not fun to look at all. Luckily, you guys don't have to look at him, so you know there's that. IQ, you right now you do have to run the PC, even though the executions are happening via server and internet connection, but you have to have the PC on. This is not right now where you can server side trade it. Okay, so please be aware of that. So next week I'm not going to be doing the live stream. Somebody else is going to do that. Vito, those kind of questions, support team can answer for you. I usually do much more higher level and exciting stuff on the live streams here, but all of that's available. And by the way, you can probably ask ChatGPT and it can tell you. All right, you guys, I want to thank you for a wonderful, I think this has been our record-setting live stream for attendance. So I want to thank everybody, and I appreciate the time that you spent here. I cannot tell you how pumped I am to be able to showcase this kind of stuff to you. It's incredible to do it in front of a live audience because, like I said before, it ain't shit unless you're doing it. And we do it, and we do it live in front of you. And we hope to empower you, and we want you to aspire to do the exact same thing we're doing. The stock market has incredible opportunities. SBET, let me tell you once again, was up 50 points in one day, okay, or something close to it. I mean, this happened, let me see, 1 month, yeah. So if I go to daily, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, so it went from Friday, it was like at 5 and traded to 53 yesterday. Okay, this is the game we are in, still at 31. David, thank you for your mention, and I really hope you guys know that when you listen to me trade, this is who I am. You know, I kind of speak the exact same way on our tech calls and business meetings. You get a chance to get to know the CEO of the company. I'm a family man. I have 3 kids, live in Southern California. We've been doing trade ideas since 2002. We never raised 1 cent of venture money because we do it all ourselves. We don't believe in that bullshit. And we like to succeed this way. We like to show you this is possible. And the only way to show you is to show it to you for real. There's no other way. All right, guys. Again, lots of love. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you do not have trade ideas, you want to make sure you get it. Because this window, these windows, I mean, this one that I gave to you right here is worth premium subscription alone. This thing is, there's nothing else like it. Look, see if you can catch him. This is the surf. You know, it's like having a caddy walking the course with you. Use this iron. Go to the right side of the fairway. So All right, you guys, net trade. Thank you very much. Love you all. Take care. And in 2 weeks, I'll be back, but I'm going to miss the Wednesday next week. And I think bulls, remember, I'm going to try to stay in it. Let's see if bulls can get to 10 by my next session. All right, guys, bye, and I will see you on the flip side.